Hello, fellow mutants, or shadows. Sorry, I'm so used to doing the intro on my channel. But hello, fellow shadows. Welcome back to another video. And in this video, we're going to talk about Stargirl, season 9. Season 1, episode 9. And so, pretty much, Brainwave's son in this episode, he for the most for a good part of it, he looks at his father's tapes and see if his father gives him any clues of what's going on with him. And in these tapes, that's when Brainwave's son discovers that Brainwave is a superpowered being, or is he even? Are these people even considered metahumans? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But for argument's sake, I'm just going to call them metahumans because they take place in the same universe, in the same comic book strip as the Arrowverse, which is DC Comics. And the Arrowverse does call a lot of their super-powered people metahumans. So for argument's sake, I'm going to call them metahumans. If I'm wrong, feel free to tell me otherwise. So Brainwave's son realizes that his father is also a metahuman, that because apparently Brainwave did some experiments that made him Brainwave. And so in this like I said, at least at the beginning part of this episode for Brainwave Jr., he looks at VHSs, which is like, if you guys don't know what VHSs are, they were a hot deal before DVD was. DVD players were a hot deal. I'm gonna actually try to look it up on my phone, cause I kind of grew up on VHSs, and then they switched to CDs for DVDs, but this is a VHS. VHS. They're bulky and big, and if you wanted to go back to the beginning of the movie, you literally had to rewind the tape. So I think you had to put in upside down if you want to rewind the tape. I don't know how you exactly did that. I was too young to remember how to operate these things. All I can remember is I want to play it. If I want to watch it again, I just have to ask my parents, mostly my mom, because she was more willing to do that than my father. But the only thing is, sometimes the tape, if you do it enough times, can be like a DVD. If you replay the same scene over and over again, it would kind of go out of whack. That's all I really remember of VHSs. But yeah. So anyways, then Brainwave Jr. goes to the hospital to see his father. Because apparently there was this one guy that was wanting to have Junior here sign some documents. And so, and one of the maids told him this. And Junior heard Brainwave's voice, so that's why he initially went to the hospital. Stargirl wants to bring Junior as in Brainwave Jr., or I'm going to call him BJ for Brainwave Jr. So, Stargirl wants to recruit BJ. And of course, Wildcat is not up for that because she has sent him pics of her topless, and he spread it across the school. So, of course, he's going to not be up for it, because why would you want someone that screwed you over to be on the same team as you? And our man is like, no, heck no. And Dr. Midnight is like, Well, people can change. So she's more optimistic about G BJ than Wildcat, understandably, and Iron Man. And so Courtney being Stargirl's name, goes to the hospital. She says, "Hey, do you want to I need your help to stop people from hurting people." And we realize that BJ doesn't isn't as bad as his father per se. That there's still good in him, but at the moment it's kind of hard to reach. I have a feeling that there's a chance that BJ may switch turn good in the future. Maybe not in this season, but in a future season. Who knows? Uh, if I'm right, I'll be so surprised. And truth be told, I don't know that much about Stargirl. So if I'm like in the whole like JSA and that they're in JSA. So I don't know if Brainwave Jr. ever turned good in the comic books or not. So if I'm wrong, I'm not going to be surprised. If I'm right, I'm going to be surprised. But yeah. So after that fails, we see Icicle and his son having a crush on Stargirl, having a family dinner with Stargirl and her family. And while dinner's being had, that's when Stargirl discovers that her friend who is crushing on her father is Icicle. And oh yeah, before I forget, at the hospital, Wildcat says to Brainwave Jr., "You better stay away from Courtney and our friends." And I understand her anger. BJ did her dirty, and she's extremely angry about that. I understand. I cannot blame her. I totally understand. She is justified in how she feels. She's trying to protect her friends, because she's worried that he might screw them over like he did with her. So I totally get that. So how Stargirl realizes who Icicle is that there was this hot plate that she simply touched with her hands. So she got a message, she gave it to Icicle. Icicle touches it with his hands, but he wasn't infected. So he takes Stripey along, making an excuse saying, "I think that dude is Icicle." And then before I forget, Shiva, that girl that was Stargirl's science partner a few episodes back, that Stargirl fought with, that knows that she's Stargirl. Her father, the Dragon King, pretty much locks her up and practically puts her in timeout for failing to kill Stargirl. So we only see Shiva or Sheev, I forget her name now, and for only what, 2 minutes, if even a minute, 2 minutes of this episode. And that girl's a brat. She might, on the outside, she might be attractive, but her personality makes her unattractive. She's a brat, and the actress who plays her does that role well. So pretty much Stargirl and Stripey goes in the basement. Stargirl says, "What if we use the Staff of Destiny," or whatever it's called, to see if that dude was Icicle, to confirm my suspicions. And let's keep in mind, the past few episodes, Stripey wanted to tell Stargirl's mother that about their whole operation, but Stargirl saying, "No, not until this whole mess of the Injustice Society is over." That's been a running thing for like the past few episodes, including this episode, up until the end, because Stargirl's mother says, "What the hell is this?" She catches Stargirl with the staff, and Stargirl lets go of the staff, and the staff stops glowing and drops. That's literally the end of the episode. The good thing I like about the show, like so far, because we're like what, 8, 9 episodes in. The one thing I like about the show is that if you watch it, you probably want to watch like the episode that comes like that follows afterwards, because unlike Arrow, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, the Arrowverse shows, or like well considered the Arrowverse shows, at for the most part, those shows don't really have like cliffhangers at the end of each episode. They may have cliffhangers at some episodes. I know The Flash is known for having a cliffhanger at the end of each season, but and at times they have cliffhangers at like the Arrowverse shows have cliffhangers at the end of each episode, like at some episodes, but not like as often as Stargirl does. So that's the thing I like about Stargirl, is that they have like cliffhangers towards the end of each episode. And I've seen the trailers for next week's episode, or the new episode that's going to air I think tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it. I figured that the mom will find out like, sooner or later. I just didn't expect it to be so soon. Like, damn, okay. I mean, I'm excited to see how she will react to it. In the trailers, if you guys haven't seen the trailers, go ahead, watch it, and then come back if you don't want any spoilers with the trailer. But her mom, Stargirl's mom, doesn't sound so pleased when it comes to Stripe, because there's a line in the trailers that says, "You brought my daughter into this." And like, damn, okay. I mean, there's gonna be obviously, because I know there's gonna be a season 2. Either her Stargirl's mom is going to either accept that what her daughter is doing, her daughter and her husband are doing, or she's gonna die by the end of the first season. One of those two. I'm just saying. I'm willing to bet you, like, somehow that Injustice Society will kill the mom, because Brainwave did threaten Stargirl to that he will kill her mom in, like, I think in the second episode, which so happens to be the part where he was in a coma. Oh, and I take the back. I don't think it ends there, if I remember correctly, because Brainwave son, speaking of Brainwave, he notices he can read thoughts now. He has Brainwave's powers, and he says that attorney's intent is a fraud, and so he says, "Stay away from my father," and he unintentionally kills the guy. And then we hear Brainwave saying, "Son," and then we see Brainwave waking up and looks at Brainwave son saying, or BJ saying, "What's going on?" So, oh god, I'm so looking forward to next week. I did not expect myself to be enjoying the show as much as I have. The show is great, it's entertaining, and my god, the cliffhangers, what the fuck? The show is amazing. Like, assuming this does eventually get into the Arrowverse, this season will have to be my favorite season for Stargirl, and pretending that Stargirl is part of the Arrowverse so far, Stargirl has to be one of my favorite Arrowverse shows. This show's great. This show's interesting. I did not expect myself to enjoy this show as I am doing it right as I am right now. But yeah, Stargirl. So far, I'm enjoying. I don't really have any criticisms towards the show. I said multiple times that Stargirl. There's been times when well, yeah, she's cute, but there's times when Stargirl's been didn't really use this as much as she should have. But it's not really a criticism towards the show. And the thing is, I like how each character in the show, male and female, has flaws. And the reason why I'm saying that is because Rey from Star Wars didn't have any flaws. And some of the people, they're saying that's defending Rey for not having any flaws is because she's chick. So I'm happy to see that there's that Stargirl isn't another version of Rey Skywalker. So that's me. That's my take. I'm really, like I said, I'm really enjoying this show. This is one of the best shows out there in my opinion. And if you guys haven't watched the show yet, please do so. Cause I'm not. I'm going to admit that this show is not for everyone, but this is a pretty good show. This is a pretty good show, and I actually think that we need more shows like this in terms of that focuses more on story, less on gender and politics and sexuality and your sexual preference. Stargirl doesn't focus on sexuality, sexual preference, politics, or gender. Which I guess I said gender when I said sexuality, but still, you get my point. And it focuses more on story, and we need more shows like Stargirl, where it does focus on story less than the SJW political points. But what do you guys think about this episode? Do you guys enjoy it? Or like, yay, or or Leave a comment down below. Catch you guys later. Love you all. Be kind to one another. Be careful out there. And I'll catch you guys later. Have a wonderful day. And I love you all.